Many people predicted before the 2017 French Open began that Simona Halep would reach the final. Few would have guessed she'd be facing Jelena Ostapenko. But both women have played magnificent tennis and shown a fierce hunger for opportunity. Who will be lifting the coupe Suzanne Lenglen on Saturday when the dust of the women's Roland Garros final is settled? This is completely uncharted territory for Ostapenko, both playing against Halep, whom she has never faced, and being in a Grand Slam final, on one of the biggest stages tennis has to offer and competing for one of the biggest prizes. Ostapenko is the first Latvian player to make a Grand Slam final, and the first unseeded player to reach the French Open final for decades. But if there has been one hallmark of Ostapenko's run to this final apart from her explosive shot making, which was known to many of us before this tournament but has devastated like never before, it's been an utter fearlessness in the face of occasions which are supposed to be daunting for young, inexperienced players. Ostapenko dropped sets to Caroline Wozniacki in the quarterfinals and to Timea Baksinski in the semifinals, but it wasn't because she was overawed by the magnitude of the occasion or what was on the line. Against Wozniacki, she struggled with the high winds and fell behind 0-5, but once the wind died down a little and Ostapenko had got used to it, she swiftly found her feet and thoroughly dominated the second and third sets. Against Baksinski, after taking a hard-fought first set, she lost her way in the second and was taken to 3, but that was because her policy. It would be hard to call it a strategy of going for her big shots on more or less every single ball risks tipping over into more enforced errors than winners, and the very steady Baksinski can be relied on to take advantage, but she stuck with her game plan, kept going for her shots and didn't back off one iota in the third set, even when she was on the brink of by far the biggest achievement of her career. Get to know Jelena Ostapenko. Fun facts and quirky stats about the 20-year-old Latvian. A Grand Slam final is a different beast, of course, in terms of pressure and expectation. But the point is that Ostapenko is unlikely to meekly hand over the match to Halep on Saturday. She knows how she got to this stage of the event, and it's by going for her shots. Moreover, her very rawness at this stage seems to be protecting her. She has no idea what it would mean to win a Grand Slam, not in the way that Halep, who came close once and has had to endure 3 years of people not so patiently waiting for her to do so again, does. I mean, when I came here, of course I didn't expect I would be in the final, Ostapenko said afterwards, but then first match was a tough match, and I won it. I think it kind of gave me confidence. Then every match I was playing better and better and I got my confidence, and I think it works pretty well. It seems like we know what we're going to get from Ostapenko, those huge shots, that do-or-die attitude. The unknowns are more on Simona Halep's side of the net. How will she handle Ostapenko's game? And how will she handle the occasion? It has to be said that so far at this French Open, Halep has almost entirely played and comported herself like a woman who's ready to win this title. Since she had her breakthrough Grand Slam run in Paris 3 years ago, making the final and losing in 3 sets to Maria Sharapova, Halep has entrenched herself in the top 10 and usually the top 5, but she has also endured some tough times. Both inside and outside her homeland, where she is a superstar, Halep has been widely expected to win at least one Grand Slam, but in the 11 majors that have elapsed between the 2014 French Open and this one, she hasn't managed to make another final and indeed only 2 semi-finals. Wimbledon.